show. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I replace those. Never save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
53's Mike.
Stay with your man. They go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ready.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Greedy Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. And a Patriot first down.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Topper!
Check the hot read.
Check the backer.
Check 13! Check 13! Lee Griffin!
On the ground, it's Cook. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge steam going.
Cook. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
53's the mark.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Check Pittsburgh. Check right 39. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check.
On first down, Donnelly. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Our time. It's our time. Jump.
Now a give, right side. Donnelly.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shift. Jack Rabbit, signal.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December.
You ain't doing that
in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check four.
Get it.
From the 38, block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but if you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch the eye. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 99, check 99. Check, check, check.
80 weapon. Deep river, deep river.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's it, baby.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Come on out here, come get some.
Greystone, travel. Hit it.
On the carry, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
I'll go.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak.
In your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Not gonna go on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Ready? 10
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day. All day.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
218, chopper.
Watch out, watch out.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception. interception.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass in their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Going to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3rd and about 3 to go. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Donnelly. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 39.
That's it, baby. That's it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there. Good. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams have to use some momentum to launch another one.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when the game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, give me that ball, defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Donnelly. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
I got you, son. I got you.
Looking to throw. Fields. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the pass. He's coming. Ball. We got double up.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. Let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get them.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Patriots 10. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run, Cook, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 10-2 sucks.
56. You go night-night. Some go night-night. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Play action. Now it's locked. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Come on now, let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hasn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
A gain there of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Set hut, Mike. Watch the Pittsburgh.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Switch.
49, check 49, check 49.
Kill.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
You got tight right there. Check three.
Operating from the gun, Fields. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Check 52. 6-6. Bullet high. Ready.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around to try to cover in the secondary.
Back to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
From midfield, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. He'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw his lock. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check, check. Lucky. Check 24, check 24.
Back to throw. Lock. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
70, Indy.
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run up a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.